I'm Wayne Hofer. I'm born and raised in Kelowna, BC, and I own a mechanical heat and frost engineering company here in Kelowna, and I've been doing that for about 20 years. Outside of work, I am part of a ministry. It's called Bond Slave MC. We're a full-patched motorcycle club. Our mother charter is out of Winnipeg. We just started a charter here in Kelowna. We go into their clubhouses and we go on their poker runs and we show them, we're still wild and crazy, but we are Christians and we love it, and there's a different way of living than maybe they have been living. It's awesome that we get to use our Harleys as tools to build bridges into communities where most people would never even think of going. I grew up in a very poor family. From an early age in my teens, I became, selling drugs at the age of 12 years old. I got involved with some pretty nasty people by the time I was 17 years old. Life wasn't all that bad, so I thought. Where it changed for me is when, I used to have pockets full of money. Life was just all fun. I ended up starting to use crack cocaine, and that took me for a spiral. It takes the biggest man to his knees, and I basically had nothing. The lady I'm with right now, her Jeanette, she basically kicked me out of the house and said I needed to change or we were done. And that got me into Freedom's Door, a Kelowna-based, Christian-based recovery place. I didn't want to be there. That was the last thing I wanted to do is go to a place that was based about God and Christianity, which I knew nothing about. But it wasn't very long into that program where I didn't know who I was speaking to or what I was speaking to, but I asked for help. I used to have nightmares of people screaming and blood flying and people running for many, many years. I had a hard time going to sleep. And I just said, big guy, if you are who they say you are, let's see what you can do. And I haven't dreamt of a dream since. So right then and there, I knew there was something for me to hang on to, something that was going to get me out of what I was in. And from that day forward, I have never let go. My faith for God has just grown stronger and stronger, and it has brought me to Evangel Church. This is a place where I came when I had to go to church at Freedom's Door, and this is my home now. I seen not too long ago it was last year, where they had an alpha group coming up and getting to know God a little bit better and knowing all the ins and outs of why it is true. And I thought, well, I do have questions that are in the back of my mind of doubts and all that kind of stuff. So I came to that class, and those classes definitely cleared any doubt that I had in my mind of, is it real or is it not? I already knew what he's been doing for me in my life, and I knew it wasn't no coincidences. So I just wanted to clarify even deeper and get to know my Heavenly Father more. What has Alpha done for me? I got to bring my wife to it. Most awesome, man. I got to bring my daughter to it, my best friend Vic and his wife. The best part of Alpha for me was not only getting to those questions that I needed answered, but it was to watch new people that had no inkling of what Jesus and what he could do for you in your life was all about. Watching them grow and their eyes open and the miracles start to happen. It was just unbelievable. That's what I liked most about Alpha, was just watching the newcomer just come alive in the Lord and progress and just say, yeah, I give my life to God, right?